Hey guys, this is Gene Cover with Site Builder Avenue, and what you're looking at is the inside of WordPress. Now, we've probably built hundreds and hundreds of WordPress websites for clients, and lots of clients want WordPress as their web development choice. Not a bad choice at all. It actually has a lot of great features, but there are a couple of inherent problems with WordPress that we've discovered over time that really has pointed us more towards the site builder here at Site Builder Avenue than WordPress. But we've done both. In fact, we have some clients that we've built WordPress websites for, and we've also built Site Builder Avenue websites for them as well. And so we have the two together, and they use them just fine. However, there are a couple things that you're going to need to know about WordPress that are important. They are consistently upgrading their software. Or I should say, they are making changes to their software, which you need to now update or upload the new changes to the system. So a couple things here for you to notice that one of the things they're going to tell you before you make an update is to back up your database and your files. So for some clients, this is where the problem comes in. The web developer comes out, they build a website, they're now maybe hosting someplace else, and at that time, they get this notice that they need to go in and make an update or a change, and now they're sort of stuck because there's no one there to support them. Okay, and so because naturally after they build the website, you're hosting it someplace else. Now it's somebody else's job to support it. No one's going to support your WordPress website for the lifetime of it unless you're paying them a recurring revenue every month to do their job, which is to be part of your process. So what I'm saying here is they'll tell you to basically back up your files. So if you're okay with that, then you would back up your files and then you would update to the new version. Now this is going to change from 3.3.1 to another version probably within the next couple of weeks, and so you'll have to update it again. But then it goes a little bit further. Some of the plugins in here that have to be updated, depending on what you're using to power your website, and plugins are a lot like a app to an iPhone. Or an iPad. They're actually things to help power, like software that you would download to help power your website. This one here, this CK editor for WordPress, this is just simply, and let me show you what that is to Site Builder Avenue, because I think that'll help make it a little bit clearer. Let's go over here to Site Builder Avenue and take a peek. Basically, this editor here, you click here, then it opens up. It's this. It's all of this editor, the change for right here. Yeah, see size, the fonts that you can select, and of course the header style, and then WordPress, excuse me, doesn't even have this built in to the system. The ability to create graphs, or excuse me, not graphs, but tables where you can go in, and tables are very helpful because then you can put specific content right into the table and keep it from moving around on the internet. That's not built into WordPress. And so, maybe you figure, hey, this guy's bashing WordPress. Not necessarily. I mean, I just want you to have an idea of what you're up against working with WordPress. And so I'm going to cancel that out. Let's go back to WordPress. But that's what this CK editor for WordPress is. WordPress doesn't automatically have an editor like the one we have at Site Builder Avenue. Then there's the Contact Form 7. Now, going back over here to Site Builder Avenue, if you click on contact, this is the contact form here. So you click edit, and the contact form is already built into the system. Very easy to use. You can add multiple categories. You can decide what form you're going to use, form name you're going to use. I mean, that shows up in your subject area, and then basically you can upload files. Not the same when it comes to WordPress. You have to add a plugin called Contact Form 7. Next generation gallery, all of this stuff, by the way, the whole purpose of me doing this is to share with you that all of this needs to be updated, and your database needs to be backed up so that you can do it. If not, sometimes there's plugins with different versions that don't work. It's like loading in bad software into your PC, and what winds up happening is that software can actually crash your machine because it's not compatible, or for some reason it doesn't work. Now, of course, here you can see that they're showing you it's compatible with 3.3.1, 3.3.1. So you're in pretty good shape. So you can back this up, but just keep in mind that there are certain issues that can happen in the backup process. But this next generation gallery basically is like any gallery that we already have installed in our system. So if you want a gallery, you just simply click add, and you click design or images, and you can click on gallery, and you can load in a whole gallery of pictures, rotating pictures, thumbnails, everything that's built into the system. Okay, so just so you have an idea, and then it just continues to go on and on. But basically, at the end of the day, that's sort of the issue for me. And then the themes themselves that you have loaded into the system, those themes, sometimes there isn't a clear direct path to update them. So in this case, this design is using the eNews theme, which is a great theme. It's from Elegant Themes. It's a phenomenal theme. And then there's Mystique, which is kind of an older one. It's probably one of the first ones to come out. And then the basic 2012, 2011, and 2010. But what happens is you have to update your theme. And the reason why all of these updates happen, just so you know, the benefit to having all these updates is one of the things is browser compatibility, security, functionality. There's fixing bugs, things like that. I just want you to take a quick look here because in our system, one of the things that we've been really good at doing is we've been good at keeping everything up to date. If you look at our update history here, we've been updating since, man, let's go back to, here it is. Obviously, this at the time that I'm putting this together, our last update was 2/15/2012. But if we go back a ways, let's see if we can pull up, update history. We've been updating since 2012, but the bottom line is you don't have to do anything. Your website is your website, and all of a sudden you'll find, here new layouts and designs are available for you automatically. Not whether they're compatible, do they do this, do that, do I have to make any changes? No, you can just simply go into the system, click on design. Let's go through and let's go back out here to the website itself. Click on design, and the designs are in there designed for you to select. So you just pick the design. Any changes to the contact form, any changes that we make to the store setup, the e-commerce side of it. We just added, affiliates, where I think this is really cool. You can put in, 20% you want to give to your affiliates. You can describe your program. You can upload images, and when your affiliates join, they're actually going to get all of the images are going to get what the program is, 20%, and then through the tracking codes, it's going to track this e-commerce tracking. It's going to track their sales. See this right here. So there's just so much that's built into the system, and what it does is it does all of the updating automatically for you, right away. Okay, so hey, not to bash WordPress, just letting you know what you're up against when you get a program. I like to think of the two as this is sort of the PC, if you will. This is the PC of internet development. Most web developers that you talk to, some of them are not that big on WordPress. They learned it because so many people were demanding WordPress because they heard about blogs and all that good stuff. But when you go into the system here, I mean, if you want to add a blog, you just click Add Page, and you select the blog over here, and you can now create your blog, and you can blog just like you do on WordPress. But what I was going to say was that this is a lot like, in my opinion, this is a lot like a PC, where there's all these foreign software developers that install things into the system, and they're not 100% sure if it's compatible or not compatible. They try, and then it gives you, sometimes you'll have someone say to you, if you're having problems with the theme that we've built, because there's so many different themes out there and there's so many different plugins, just uninstall some of your plugins because they're not compatible, just like with a PC. Whereas with our system, I compare this to the Mac. Everything is built into one computer, one system, and the way the Mac worked, at one point was, hey, there's no software outside of what we've built. So everything they built was designed to work in conjunction with the system. It is built for the system. It is built with the system in mind, and so everything about this is all designed to work seamlessly because it is all part of one cohesive system. And so therefore you don't have foreign outside code or programming plugged into the system to try to get the website to do what you want it to do. Okay. All right. So that's, I guess maybe you might consider that a rant on the two, but no, I just want to inform you so you have an idea of what you're up against when you're working with WordPress versus our online site building system. Talk to you soon.